already know that a lot of women are going to hate me for this one, but I'm going to have to say it anyway. The reason for why more women are more selfish than men is because women are not even trying to have a basic understanding of a man's mindset. I'm going to repeat that for you. Women do not have the basic understanding of a man's mindset. And when I say that, I would like to talk about the topic that a man is supposed to be the protector of the woman and the household. But men and women seem to come into a conflict whenever they are talking about outfits. That's going to be today's topic because there are so many modern Western women who do not understand that when they leave the house looking a certain way, showing certain body parts, that can attract the wrong type of attention, put her in danger, and sometimes when both of them are outside, can even put both of their lives in danger. And today's video is going to feature this young couple, and they're having a debate on whether he should have any say over her outfits when she's going outside. We are going to talk about this young lady and her friend who are saying this: if my boyfriend likes a girl's picture on Instagram who is barely dressed, then I have the right to walk around barely dressed too, because obviously that's what a man likes. And that's what I'm saying when women are not trying to understand where the man even comes from, but we're going to get into that. And then we are going to talk about this young man who is trying to explain why women should not walk around the way they would love to walk around, which is barely dressed, showing way too much skin, really not being modest, classy, or feminine. So if you're ready, I am ready. But before we get into today's video, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another video. Thank you for being here. I hope you love it here because I love it when you are here. Let's dive into the first clip.
Should he have any control over what you wear when you go out?
Oh, hell no. No.
Shit.
No.
If Shawty wears something a little too bit revealing, you heard me? I should have a bit say so just because like you were a reflection of me.
No.
If that makes sense.
No. I walked out here in this
she on that
mini
feminine
skirt.
shit. She on
right,
that
because I'm a
feminine
woman of 2023.
No,
and I feel
she
like
look good.
women can wear what they want to
fine
wear.
like look,
I shouldn't
fine,
have to talk to my husband about wearing what I should wear, you know?
You fine like someone, but at the same time, also be respectable and respect your husband, you heard me?
If I want to wear a bralette, I can wear a bralette out. I shouldn't have to ask for his permission. I shouldn't ask for his permission.
No thing on, just titties out.
I'm not saying my titties out. He's saying if I wear a
bralette
bralette and the underwear. That's what I'm saying. I know. A
man
should not be able.
I'm finna take this off later.
A man should not be able to tell a woman what she should and should not wear. It's 2023. If there are flying cars, that means men cannot tell women what they should wear.
Go back to 1993.
That's period.
Let's see
That's
what
on anything. You should not be able to tell me what I have to wear. That's not, no.
The guy who is interviewing these two is starting the question off all the way wrong, because trying to tell your woman what to wear has nothing to do with being too controlling. What your man is trying to tell you here is, listen, baby, I care for you. You are my woman. I want you to look modest. I want you to look classy. I want us to look respectable because I respect you and you're supposed to respect me. But a lot of women don't understand that part because they think the man is just trying to control them, and that is that. The man is trying to oppress them, and that is that. That's how these women feel. And to be honest with you, for these two, it's too late. He should have communicated his boundaries right from the beginning, so she could not even have the chance to say that my husband has no say over the clothes that I'm wearing. That is straight up disrespectful. And just like this guy said, the way a woman walks around is always a form of representation of her husband. And it will also show you if the woman respects herself or her husband. Because I know a lot of women think that it is cute, especially when they're in their mid-30s, some of them even in their mid-40s, walking around like they should just be walking around at home, barely dressed, showing way too much. That is not the way. I also want to mention her body language. She pushes him away. She talks over multiple times. Not only that, she also interrupts her husband. Now that's a different form of disrespect, especially in public. If you two are doing this at home, it's already not acceptable. But if you are doing it on public, well knowingly that this interview is going to be published everywhere, I am sorry. This has nothing to do with this woman being strong, with this woman being independent, with this woman expressing herself. This just simply shows that she has no manners. She has no manners, doesn't know how to dress. She has no manners, doesn't know how to conduct herself. And she has no manners, does not know how to treat her man. And I honestly don't know. There may be some men out there who think that this type of behavior is cute, but it's really going to be a bummer and get on your nerves on the long haul. But until then, you may have like 2 to 3 kids with each other, and really getting out of a relationship with a woman who does not have any respect for you may bother you more than ever before.
Why is it always the men who try to control what their girlfriends wear?
The same ones that are so quick to double tap on a stranger's bikini photo.
I'll give you a hint.
Boys will be boys is not the answer.
The thing is, it's never been about the outfit.
It's about control.
Because when a woman dresses for herself,
God forbid she shows a little skin while she does it.
Threatens the one thing patriarchy teaches men to expect.
Access. They don't mind revealing clothes when it's served to them on a platter.
With wings and beer and zero emotional responsibility. But the second you, their partner, take ownership of your body and sexuality,
suddenly it's disrespectful.
One of my exes, I would come out in a cute outfit and it would be kind of like, you know.
Oh, I know.
He was the kind of guy who would be like, why are you wearing that? Who are you wearing that for? But then I would go on his Instagram and he was following all the girls who were literally half naked.
I feel you. I had an ex literally wanted me to dress like the perfect Upper East Side wife. The second that I started dressing for the girls, gays, and theys, he did not like that so much.
The patriarchy just doesn't teach men to view women as full human beings.
It teaches them to see women as objects.
Either for consumption or control.
There's no in between.
And this is why the same man who will throw money at a stripper
will shame his girlfriend for wearing a crop top.
It's not about values.
It's about ownership.
And if your body isn't for him,
then he's uncomfortable with you having it at all.
So no, your outfit is not the problem.
His entitlement is.
Follow for more.
Love you.
Isn't it funny how these women are always using Instagram, that platform, in order to make their excuses valid or turn their excuses into a valid point? And they don't understand that men are visual creatures. And they do not understand that when men are looking at a barely dressed woman a certain way, he is having certain thoughts. And of course, he does not want another man to think the same way about his woman. But that is the part that a lot of women are missing. And really, we cannot take Instagram as an example. That is a bad example, because toxic feminism, which is telling women that it's okay to do what you want, think what you want, no accountability, just put men down and do not listen to a man ever. And if a man does communicate his boundaries, you make sure you get online and then you talk about it. Make him look bad so you can make the modern womanhood stronger. It is also very clear that these women, they don't want to have a boyfriend, a fiance, or a husband. They are trying to have a fan who just puts them on a shrine, puts them on the pedestal, and just does everything they want them to do. Not even only that, these women want a man who reads their mind. Actually, they just want a sponsor, and they really want to have a woman in a man's body, because they want the man just to accept everything that the woman is throwing their way. Whether if it's having male friends, yes, having male friends is a topic for a different video. Maybe let me know down below if you want me to talk about that in the near future. The way a woman's dressed, a man is not supposed to have no say. The type of friends that a woman has, a man is not to... Listen. Bottom line, there are so many things that a man is not supposed to voice his opinion on. What is the use of being in a relationship if the man has no say, if the man is not supposed to have any free time, if the man is supposed to just do what the woman wants him to do? That sounds like oppressing a man to me, if you want me to be honest, versus a man trying to oppress the woman for trying to consult her in what she should wear. And you can't even talk to these women without them becoming so emotional. That's another thing. You're trying to sit them down and talk to them in a normal way, since we are all adults, we understand each other, but they don't. They don't, because it's either their way or the highway. There is no compromising, because compromising to them means bowing down to the man, being submissive. Being submissive to a man translates into, oh, you have no own will. You have no own say, when really compromising goes for both parties. If he's not supposed to talk to other girls or whatsoever, why can't you not wear normal clothing? If he's not supposed to go out with his boys over the weekend or take a boys trip, a man's trip, why can't you not go out with that one female friend that your man does not like? See, it's like a transactional relationship. And my husband always says every relationship is transactional, but not to these women nowadays. Now, last but surely not least, let's listen to this young gentleman who is trying to make his guest on his podcast understand why men actually would love for their women to cover up.
That goes back to the mind of a protector. I'm looking to protect my woman.
But if you
so
have
I'm
the
trying to
mind-
put her. Hold on. I'm trying to put her in the best position to go outside and come back home safely.
Facts.
If I think that you wearing this outside is going to attract extra attention, because you might still get attention no matter what you wear. But if I think this is going to attract extra attention to you, I'm gonna say, babe, I don't think you should wear that. And as my woman, you should be like, I understand.
Let me tell you something. All of that is bullshit. And I say that I simply because it's bullshit.
That's exactly what happens when a woman realizes that she cannot make any valid points. Not only can she not make any valid points, she didn't even want to let the man finish what he wanted to say because she was interrupting him in the beginning. And I could not even agree with him anymore. Do you see how he was trying to make her understand that a certain type of attention is never good for a woman? Because it jeopardizes her safety. And if women are screaming out that they want to be protected, they're going to have to accept the ways of a man, how to protect a woman. And being dressed a certain way, being out in public, especially during a certain time of the day, is protection. But women don't seem to understand that. Because if you are dressing, revealing, you're going to get a certain type of attention. Men are going to look at you a certain way. That's a no-brainer. But if you carry yourself classy, if you are wearing sundresses, if you are covered up, if you're not showing too much, you are going to get a different type of attention. You're not going to get the type of attention where men are looking at you like a object. You already know what I mean. They're looking at you like a honorable woman. I mean, just think about it. Women always have their standards, their boundaries, and their expectations, and they are very vocal about it. So why isn't a man allowed to have the same? Why is it that if a man says, woman, dress properly, I'm about to take you to my parents' house because I'm trying to introduce you to my parents who I respect, so you should respect them too. Why is that considered a man trying to oppress the woman? It's very simple. A man knows how other men think. Of course, he does not want any other man to look at his woman a certain way. And ladies, there is nothing wrong with covering up. At the end of the day, you are going to feel so much more better about yourself because you're not revealing everything that Mother Nature has given to you. Why would you do that anyway? We already know it's for attention. It doesn't matter what you are saying you're doing. It's not comfortable. It's not cute. Most of the time, it just looks super skimpy. And that's not how you are a modern woman. When a man actually does try to tell you what you should wear and what you should rather leave alone, he's not doing it because he's insecure. Obviously, you are insecure because you are feeling some type of way about it. And you know what? To be honest with you, there is nothing wrong with feeling that way. But if that man is important to you, if you want to improve that relationship and actually build the relationship and take it to the next level, you're going to have to get over that insecurity and honestly sit down and listen to your man, because you want that relationship to work for both of you. If you are not one of these type of modern women that we always talk about on these channels and on many other channels, if you really want this relationship to work, you're going to have to be receptive to information, knowledge, and guidance that your man wants to provide for you. Because if you think that you want a provider and a protector, then you're going to have to get on your man's program. You cannot expect to be out here looking skimpy as hell, but then at the same time want your man to accept it. And you want your man to respect you. If you can't respect him and his wishes, then he is not supposed to respect you and your expectations. It's really that simple. I think us women, we really need to be a little bit more honest with ourselves and stop listening to all of these women who are all over social media talking about their man is doing this for them, their man is doing that for them. You know what these men lack? Self-respect, because nobody has told him that. If a man does not know how to communicate his boundaries right from the beginning, then a woman will know this and she will test you. Not only will this woman test you, she will also go overboard, if you know what I mean. That is today's video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's topic. If there's any other topic that you would like me to talk about, make sure you let me know in the comment section, because this channel is not just about me, it's also about you, what you want to hear and what you would like to listen to, okay? So yeah, other than that, thank you all so much. It is hump day, everyone. This week is almost done as well. I hope you are having a great week so far. Do not forget to hit the like button. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. And do not forget to stay alert so you can stay alive at all times and catch me on the next video. Thank you so much, everyone.